Still no change, Doctor.
Increase her oxygen by 2% and continue with the current dose of prednisone. Contact me if there are any changes.
Of course, Doctor. Is there anything else?
Yes, actually. Ophelia's parents are here. Please update them on their daughter's status. They're waiting in the lobby. In addition, a new patient has been brought into 408. Please see to her care.
Where will you be?
In the ER. I'll be back in a bit to check on things. Page me if you need me.
Yes, Doctor. This monitors the patient's vitals, pulse, respiration, and so forth. Poor girl. Sleep tight, Ophelia. As someone who was once trapped in a fire, I'm glad these are around. Patient's name is Kate Rostel. Looks like she was transferred from psych after an attempted suicide. On it are a reminder of proper hand-washing procedures and other instructions I don't need. On it are a reminder of proper hand washing. Put a 1 in front of it and I'll be scared. Hi there, Kate. My name's Brianna. I'll be your nurse for today.
It's nice to meet you, Brianna. Sorry if I don't get up.
You kidding? This is your chance to lie back and take it easy. Let us do all the hard work. So tell me what happened, Kate. What were your reasons?
It was a stupid lapse in judgment. Have you heard of me?
I thought the name was familiar. You wrote some kind of book not too long ago, right?
The book was an autobiography of my adult life. Except no publisher believed it, and so it was published as fiction.
What happened to you, Kate? How did you end up here?
I had a pretty rough life. I'm sure you saw that in my file. My parents died when I was young. I had to mature quickly in order to support myself. So I worked at a diner as soon as I turned 16. One day after work, I was assaulted in the parking lot, raped, left for dead. It could have broken me, but I didn't let it. After I recovered physically, I started seeing a therapist and was diagnosed with PTSD. Suicide was a welcome temptation for a while, but I refused to give in. A few months later, on my way to a survivors conference, I stopped in the town of Shady Brook. I won't bore you with the details. Suffice it to say, my time there was far worse than the assault. The one good thing to come out of the whole experience was Amy, my daughter. We left Shady Brook when she was only 1. That was 7 years ago. I wrote the book and tried to talk about my experiences. My time in Shady Brook was surreal. The people there, they're dangerous. That's why I wrote the book, to expose them for what they are. When no one believed me, I took it hard. had gone public with what I knew and feared reprisal. My daughter and I weren't safe. We started traveling then, never settling down in one place out of fear that we were being followed. The problem is that I became so worried about protecting Amy that I wasn't able to provide for her. When protective services found out, they took her away. Paranoia and psychosis from PTSD. That's what the doctors told me I have. Turns out the police did investigate Shady Brook after my accusations and found nothing out of the ordinary. The doctors told me I made up everything that happened. That while I believe it, none of it was real. That's when I admitted myself in the institution. I knew I needed help, and I wanted to heal for her.
Losing a daughter must have been devastating for you.
Have you ever lost anyone close to you, Brianna?
My mother, brother, and father, all within the past 2 years. In some ways, all I'll ever know is loss.
Then you know how hopeless it can feel. No 8-year-old should be without her mother. As I said, the suicide attempt was a momentary lapse in judgment. But now, I want to get better. I want to see my daughter again. I want to live. Look at me, prattling on and on. You know everything about me, but I know nothing about you. Tell me something interesting about yourself.
Well, I'm a huge movie buff, for one.
Really? What kind?
B-movies, mostly. You know, the black and white ones with cheesy plots and bad acting. But more importantly, I know what it's like to be assaulted. And sometimes, the emotional pain can be even worse than the physical. You're not the only one who has suffered, so don't be ashamed. I'm not.
You know, all I've wanted since the day I left that town is for somebody to believe me. Anybody.
I believe you, Kate. I really do. I've also gone through things most people wouldn't believe.
I hope that one day women won't be so afraid to come forward and tell the world what happened to them. That the world will believe us rather than ignoring us or dismissing us. That there will be justice.
Me too. Now I'm afraid you'll have to excuse me, Kate. I'll check back later.
All right, Brianna. It was nice to meet you, and thank you for listening.
Behind those frosted window panes is the other side of the ICU. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Kethagy. My name is Brianna Oberon. I'm one of the nurses taking care of Ophelia.
I'm Peter, and this is my wife, Deanna. How's our daughter?
There's been no change, I'm afraid. She's still in a coma, but her condition hasn't deteriorated.
Will she wake up soon?
I'm afraid there's no way to be certain. She could wake up in a few hours, days, weeks, or even years.
It's already been 3 days.
Your doctors need to do their damn jobs.
Now, sweetheart, calm yourself. It's not this poor nurse's fault.
You're right. I'm sorry. It's nobody's fault. It's just a horrible accident.
What exactly happened, if you don't mind me asking?
She fell down the stairs in the middle of the night, the poor thing. We think she wanted to get a glass of water.
I'm a grade school psychologist. I always hear about these kinds of tragedies happening to others, but I suppose I never expected one to happen in my own home.
Oh, I can't bear it anymore. My little girl.
There, my dove. It'll be okay. Excuse us, nurse. We need a moment. We'll be in and out throughout the day. Please inform us the second Ophelia's condition improves. We want to be there when our daughter wakes up.
We try to do our part in teaching our patients the importance of eating healthy.
Let us know if Ophelia...
After a 12-hour shift, that door is my salvation.
Let us know...
Mama was in one of these toward the end. Bad memories. Reception being the PC term for waiting room. In case you came in here by accident.
I trust you met with Ophelia's parents?
I did.
What are your thoughts?
They're a bit odd, to be honest, but no one is at their best under these conditions. One thing is certain, they're clearly worried about their daughter.
Yes, they are. Did they tell you what happened?
They said she fell down the stairs in the middle of the night.
And bumped her head, causing the subdural hemorrhage, yes. It's a shame they're lying.
Another nightmare. Ugh, I can't sleep. At least not without a glass of water. Teddy watches over me while I sleep. I just wish he could always be there. I know, I should probably put these clothes in the hamper. I used to play with it all the time when I was little, but then I lost my doll and now I'm too old. I only turn it on when I'm reading. I couldn't imagine a comfier bed. Then again, it's the only bed I've ever slept in. I love this painting. I used to pretend the castle was Scarwood Keep from my favorite children's book. That's the culprit of the scratches right there. I take lessons every week at school. I went through a short pastel phase, but decided I'm not a fan. The Little Pixie Who Freed the Sun was always my favorite. Daddy still likes to read it to me on occasion. We took that picture before riding the biggest roller coaster at the nearby theme park. I was so happy that day. It's my cider sticky note holder. These come in handy when my allergies act up. The pen may be mightier than the sword, but a sword is way cooler. That's a lot of pencils. It's empty. If I turn my light on in the middle of the night, Mommy and Daddy will get mad.
Ophelia, close that door and go to bed.
I can see into my neighbor's yard from here. It won't open without squeaking. It won't open without squeaking. I wish that chair were as comfy as my bed. We go to church every Sunday and always sit in the front. Daddy says we have to sing real loud because God lives a long way up. I like leaving this light off because of the cool shadows it makes on the wall. My parents can't afford much, but they always make sure I have nice-looking clothes. I used to play with it all the time when I was little, but then I lost my doll and now I'm too old. Even though it's summer, it's been unusually cold the last few days, so this is hot to the touch. Why would I want to reheat some old popcorn? Even though it's summer, it won't open without squeaking. I can see into my parents can't afford. Can't sleep. I just had one of the worst nightmares of my life. I was walking downstairs into a dark room, and then I felt someone grab me from behind and whisper my name breathlessly. I woke up in a cold sweat, my pajamas soaked through. It's 2 a.m. My mouth is so dry, and I know I'm too scared to sleep. I want a glass of water, but I'm afraid of the dark. I need to summon Charlotte and find my courage. It won't open without squeaking. I haven't painted in a while. I just haven't been in the mood. The little pixie Some of my old toys are in there. I never open it. I seldom use that lamp, especially now that the bulb is burnt out. I couldn't imagine it. Why would I want to reheat some old popcorn? Even though it's summer, it's been It won't open without squeaking. The popcorn was stale anyway. If I turn my light on in the middle of the night, Mommy and Daddy will get mad. If it's I couldn't imagine. I could. My parents can't afford. I could. I could. It won't. These come in handy. That's a. My art supplies are inside that box. The little pixie. I wish that chair were as comfy as my bed. Teddy watches over me while I sleep. I like leaving this light. When it's my turn to vacuum, I use this outlet. Daddy bought this painting from a local gallery. According to a signature in the corner, it was painted by W. Thane. I shouldn't turn the light off. I love being in water. I miss swimming. That leads to Mommy and Daddy's room. I shouldn't go in there. I brush twice a day, just like the dentist told me. I do want some water, but there are no cups in here. I'll have to go downstairs to the kitchen. This isn't the brand Mommy normally buys. It's too strong for me. I can't look at myself.